Okay, let's talk. Dear Casey, oh gosh. Okay, dear Casey, I want to say that. Okay, let's talk about this. Dear Casey, I'm always a big fan of your channels and stuff, but as such as I'm a researcher, I do searching stuff on Google, so I searched this saying, where is Casey right now? So this is what Casey said. Casey Neistat is saying goodbye to New York City after 18 years making content in the biggest apple. The YouTuber is moving across the US to Los Angeles. I think that's right. To Los Angeles to bring his wife and his kids close to rest of his family. He revealed in his new upload. So it says it's not clickbait, so let's watch now. Watch the video. So here's the news. So basically, Casey Neistat leaving New York City, but his YouTube collapse space 368 will stay open. I don't know what that means, but I think. Okay, so it says it's not clickbait. So blah blah blah. After his new update video, it says it on the news, and it's been a while. So let's watch the video. It's not a clickbait.
Hi, and no, not clickbait.
Yep.
I've mentioned it, I've brought it up, I've talked about it on this channel a lot in the last 3 years, but after 18 years in New York City, I'm leaving.
Yep.
There's a lot to unpack here. A lot to unpack with what does it mean for me personally, what does it mean for 368, what does it mean for everything, and I'm going to get into all of that. But in this video, see, I'm a big subscriber of the idea that life, like a book, life is full of chapters, and you can't embrace the next chapter until you close the current one. This is a total coincidence that this scene happens to be happening in the...
Casey, if you're watching this, I'm doing this video on my channel about you, about the channel, your videos, and today I want to talk about this because I feel like I want to do this upload video. So yeah, let's do this. Get going.
Godfather right now. This is when Don Corleone dies and Mike Corleone becomes the new Godfather. In any event, life is like a book. You cannot embrace what's next until you change the page. And the chapter I'm closing here is New York City. Now, if I'm looking at life from like the broadest of chapters, chapter 1 was like childhood through moving to New York. That was like ages 0 to 20. And then ages 20 to 40, I'm not 40, but you get the idea. I was in New York City. And that's the chapter that I'm currently closing. And when I think about all the things that I'm gonna miss, there's like one thing that really hangs, which is this studio. Let me tell you a little, like an abbreviated history of this studio, and if I've already shared this with you, forgive me, but This is 15 years ago. I had a day job, and it was a good job. And I got my first ever paid gig with video camera. It was to direct a TV commercial. It was like several $1,000s. I spent those several $1,000s getting this studio space, and I quit my day job. Filmmaking, making videos, it wasn't a hobby for me anymore. It went from being a hobby to being a career. This space represents that. We're moving in July, so 10 weeks from right now we're moving. And we're giving up our apartment here, the apartment that I've raised my family in for the last several years. But because of 368 and other factors, I'm keeping a tiny place here. We're keeping a place here. So Candace has a place to stay when she comes back, and I have a place to stay when I come back. Okay, so with that, I was like, what do I do with the studio? Because it's expensive. It's a lot to justify. If I'm not living in New York City, do I need all of this? And the answer is, of course, no. Technically, as far as my landlord is concerned, these are actually two separate spaces, right?
Okay, so basically what's happening is that Casey is what's going on is that he's moving his stuff away. So all this stuff he has in his office, he doesn't need it. But there's some parts he does, some parts he doesn't. Some of them he does need it, some of them he doesn't, like laptop, computer, or anything. What he said earlier is that all this stuff that all of his stuff in his office that he has right now are all really expensive, but he doesn't need it all, so it's kind of wasting money. So keep watching.
Right here, this is one space, and this is the other space. Here, look. That space is 201, and then this is 202. This is one space here. This is technically considered a second space. I don't want to romanticize this too much, but see this wall right here? This one that's all kind of busted up? I left it like that because knocking down that wall and expanding from this small space into that big space was such a huge deal for me. That happened in 2007, just as I had sold my HBO show to HBO. We had money, so my brother Van and I, this woman left this space and we took over.
12 years ago. So this is what he did in 12 years ago.
At least for now, I'm gonna keep this studio space here, this small space. This is 14 feet by 14 feet. I'm gonna put this wall right here. I'm gonna put this wall back up, and then this entire space is no longer gonna be mine.
And because he's moving somewhere in Los Angeles, I don't know if I said it right or wrong, but yeah, that's where he's doing. So what he's doing now is probably building the wall. He's keeping that office onto his right. I think I'm right. Right or left? No. So right, that's his office. Left, that's his second office. But his right, he's going to keep it because it's a bit spaced, a bit bigger. But on his left, it'll be no longer his office anymore. So, but then I remembered he has the business, he had the office business, he had everything. But since he's moving, retiring, I think I'm right, with his family, that's what he's doing. So, keep watching. Well,
as I leave, I'm contracting back to this original space where my whole career started. So when I do come back to New York, I have this little place to work. And that leaves this big space. This whole space is gonna be left behind. This is what I'm giving up. Sam, I'm explaining that you're adopting half of my studio. It feels a little like passing the baton. That was the space that I built my career, and now
I just sprint with my entire existence.
So it's leaving me, but it's not leaving the family, and that makes me feel good. Candace's parents are both in Los Angeles. Candace's sister is in Los Angeles. Her brother-in-law is in Los Angeles. My sister's in LA. Big brother's in LA. My little brother's in LA. All within 10 miles of each other, all right in the same spot. And I think when you get older...
well, so basically, all of his family in Los Angeles, but since he lives in New York City with his family, a little family, it's not a big city. Well, he doesn't live with his family. Well, he lives with his wife, his kids. That's what he does in his life. But there's one problem because all of his family are in Los Angeles, across the country in America. So that's basically, that's why he's moving, I think. So let's keep watching. Just pause it and explain a bit.
So, like, your priorities are no longer about you, they become about your kids. And I don't want to raise my kids without family. And when you can stop and appreciate what you have, which is something I'm working harder to do instead of just bulldozing ahead, you can really see your priorities. And my priorities right now are giving my kids a life that includes family. And I can't do that in New York City. This video was sponsored by NordVPN. True story, I've personally been using NordVPN for the last couple of years.
Advert, don't worry.
This sponsorship because I use their product. If you don't know what a VPN is, this is what it looks like when you don't use a VPN. This is you, your computer, and you're sending your unique information, your data, across the internet. Anybody who wants thanks Nord for sponsoring this video. So, this is where we're moving. Well,
that's where he's moving. That's the place, like all that place he's moving. Not all of it, as in the place.
Not right here, this is the beach, but Los Angeles, California. This is where we're moving, and our move date is currently scheduled for 9 weeks from today. Hope this also sheds a little bit of light on why I haven't been uploading or really doing anything. Moving your family 3,000 miles has been an enormous undertaking. I mean, between finding school and finding a new house and then figuring out how to get your stuff out here, it's been a lot. And while it is an enormous undertaking, I'm excited.
Yes, he is excited, but yes, he is excited about his family and everything, but in his life, like when he lived in New York City for about nearly, I don't know how long, 18 years now, I think. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I think he lived in about 18 years. And what is that music? So basically, yes, he family. He's been living in New York City for about 18 years now. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm keep saying it over again. So, but now he has to start all over again, like his studio, his like when he say it like this was, say like in New York City, so in New York City he started doing his like studios himself. He started all of that thing, but now since he's moving to Los Angeles, since he's moving there, he has to find a new studio, he has to find new things and everything. That's how it starts over again. And New York City, he's done now, he's finished, like, he's probably doing something right now, but in case if you are watching this is from you. So, let's keep watching.
Super excited. As much as I fear or don't want to close the chapter on my life that's been New York City, it's been amazing opening this next chapter here. Yeah, I'm really excited about it, even though I'm gonna miss my studio.
He is gonna miss his studio, but he will. So all this stuff that he has, all of his stuff, like all the like all the things he has, he doesn't need it now because he has to find a new area, new stuff, new things, and then he has to start all over again. Pretty sad, because I don't want to move to a different country. Well, to be fair, I will move places and leave where I live, but I don't want to move a country where he goes. So all of his stuff, all of this that you see right now, he won't have it. So this is the last, like. So that's what. Let's pause. put a little X. So this is what he used to look like. This is right there. That's his office. All 3 windows. That's his office. This is what it used to be here. 38 Broadway, New York City. That's where he used to like do his. That's where he used to work. But since he's moving out of New York City, he is saying goodbye to this brand beautiful studio. This is the old, like, the Casey Neistat. If you're watching this, I officially I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss the old Casey, because the old Casey Neistat does traveling. That's what he does now. Traveling work. That's what he used to do. Vlog traveling. He does loads of things. That's what he used to did back then. But now, since the new Casey, what is he gonna be like now? I'm happy and sad. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him that he's moving, you know, like he's moving away from his family. I'm happy for him. I'm happy. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. But I'm sad as well, because all the things what he did in New York City, I'm gonna miss all that what he did. But New York City is like the biggest place in the world, like the biggest city. Like in London, it's like London's the capital city, right? It's busiest place in the UK, but it's even New York City is more busier than London, because London is a bit busy, but it is very busy. But New York is very busy because it's a big city. I'm gonna miss the old Casey. You know, like what he does. He goes. You know, like that's what he does in his life. I'm gonna miss the running what he does. I'm gonna miss the studio. I'm gonna miss, you know, like talking to his friends. And you know what else I'm gonna miss? I'm gonna miss that, what, you know, the dollar pizza. That's what he used to get in the morning, but he doesn't do that anymore. I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the old Casey, but the new Casey, I don't know yet. But he's changed. His life's changed. It's a big change. It's not a clickbait. It's a true story. It's on the news, on the website. Go check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, before I go, you guys should probably go check out my my sleepover Arthurs in my videos. So go check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.